Okay, so on this channel, I primarily focus on Tesla stock. Now, of course, when it comes to investing, which is separate from trading, those are two separate vehicles for investing. I invest in a lot of index funds and a various amount of stocks. But when it comes to trading, I really only focus on a few stocks, and one of the stocks I focus mainly on is Tesla stock. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys why I only trade Tesla stock for the most part. Of course, I do look at other stocks, but I want to tell you guys the benefits of only trading one stock. Now, in my opinion, I think a mistake that a lot of traders make, especially when they start out, is that they end up chasing so many different stocks with different market caps and different sectors. And in this video, again, I really just want to emphasize why I believe that it's best to only focus on one stock or maybe a few stocks, right? Now, number one main reason why I primarily only focus on one stock to trade, which is most likely Tesla stock most of the time, is simply because when you trade a stock for a certain amount of time, you get to get a better understanding of how the stock trades and what patterns it makes and what ranges the stock will go into, right? Now, I do want to emphasize that when it comes to technical analysis, just by looking at the past history, it does not mean that you can predict what the stock is going to do the next day, right? Because again, anything could happen and the stock could honestly go in a completely different direction. But for the most part, you get a general understanding of where the stock will most likely move, versus when you trade several different stocks in different sectors, different market caps, you just kind of are all over the place and you don't have that general understanding. And I think that's what really helps you build experience when you're trading one separate stock or just a few stocks in general. Another big reason why I really focus on trading one stock is because at the end of the day, you get to understand the actual business model of the company a lot more better, right? For example, a pharmaceutical company like Pfizer is going to trade completely different from like a software company like Adobe, right? And so, by trading one stock or just a few stocks, you get to really understand the business model. And I think a lot of people, when it comes to trading, they forget that at the end of the day, what they're really trading is an actual company. So if you get to understand, the risk and the regulations and the returns for that company, you get to understand which direction it may most likely move based on what's happening in current events and global economic data. Because at the end of the day, separate sectors are going to have different risk and regulations. Again, a pharmaceutical company is going to have a lot more different, aspects that you have to focus on than what a software company is going to have. Now, I do want to emphasize that when it comes to trading, I'm not just only trading Tesla stock. Of course, I trade other stocks, but I put a big focus on mostly trading Tesla stocks. So for example, if you guys were to, join the Push and Profit program, which by the way, is the first link in the description below, and you were to join the morning briefings, I don't just only talk about Tesla stock. I talk about what's going on with the overall market, what are the global conditions. I look at economic data, the options flow for various different stocks. So at the end of the day, I do make other trades. For example, just last week, I had a very successful trade trading Revlon, right? Just based off the trend and what was going on with that stock. However, I do emphasize on mainly trading Tesla stock. Now, again, you guys don't only have to trade Tesla stock. You guys could trade whatever stocks you guys see value in. However, I just find that, I do understand the business model with Tesla. It's a stock that I've been trading for a while, so I understand the overall large trend for Tesla. And I understand, the risk that comes with, the actual business. So I do trade Tesla often, but I also trade, various other stocks as well. Now, again, I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I want you guys to understand I am mainly only talking about trading in this video. Again, for investing, I have a vast portfolio where I have index funds which hold several different companies, and I invest in several different single stocks as well. But when it comes to trading, just going in and out for the day, or going in and maybe leaving out in a couple of days or in a week or in a few months, it's a completely different picture. I focus on mainly trading Tesla. Again, not the stock you have to focus on, that's just the stock I focus on. So another reason why I trade Tesla stock over and over again is because I understand the typical volatility that comes with Tesla. For example, every single stock is going to have a different range of its typical volatility and how sensitive it is to price movements. For example, a stock like Apple, right? I know, just because I've traded Apple a lot of times in the past, is that Apple typically can do 1/3% for the day all the way up to maybe 6% on a good day, versus Tesla stock has a little bit more volatility on it, where it could trade anywhere from 3% in the day all the way up to 12% on a good day, right? Now, of course, there's several different stocks out there that have different, volatility levels and how, sensitive they are to news and price action. So definitely, find the type of stock that you want to trade and understand the range and have a realistic expectation on what it could possibly do. Don't trade a stock that does less than 1% and then expect it to do 20% every single day, because that's not the typical range. You have to understand what you're trading. So something else I believe plays a major role when it comes to trading is understanding the liquidity every single time you enter in a stock. And so this is why I say when people kind of trade every single different type of stock, you know, they go from penny stocks to mid cap to large cap stocks, you know, each different stock is going to have different liquidity both on shares and options, right? For example, you know, a stock like, you know, Apple is going to have severely different liquidity than a very obscure like over-the-counter penny stock, right? The liquidity is going to be different, and you have to understand liquidity when you're entering in and out of a stock, because there may be a time where you may not be able to exit. And this, you know, for real happened to me when I first started trading, you know, back in 2017, I believe. I remember putting $20,000 in this penny stock, and I wasn't understanding the liquidity in the stock. And so, you know, although I did get filled after, you know, maybe 30 seconds, which is kind of long, you know, for getting filled in the stock sometimes, you know, I was not able to sell when I was up. And that's because there was no liquidity. No one was willing to buy the amount of shares that I was offering to sell on the market. And so, you know, even with a market order, it was hard to get out of that. You know, I believe it was like over-the-counter penny stock. So it's very vital to understand the liquidity. Also, something else I want to point out, and this is very important, is the fact that over 90% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification icon. This way you don't miss out on any future content that I make going forward. So the goal of this video is not to persuade you guys to just trade Tesla stock and Tesla stock only. Of course, you have the free will to trade any stock or stocks that you would like. However, rather the goal of this video was to really just show you guys the benefits that are out there when you trade a stock over and over again, and how you could become a better trader, and how that has helped me become a better trader. Now, this is something that I wish I myself learned a lot more earlier, because when I first started out, there was so many books and YouTube videos that I was, you know, just kind of getting information from, and I was all over the place. So had I just started this strategy much more sooner, I can guarantee that my trading success would have been much more expedited. I would have learned a lot more quicker. So, you know, I really just wanted to put this video out there. So feel free to hit that like button if you feel that you gain any information or knowledge from this video. Of course, definitely check out the links in the description below, because the first link is going to be a link to the Push and Profit program. Also, the second link is going to be a link for the Webull trading platform. That's the platform that I use to trade. Again, it's not the platform you have to trade, but again, if you do sign up with that link, you'll be getting 2 free stocks valued up to $2,000. I know when I first started, I actually got a free share of Google, which now I don't even know how much Google is worth now. Of course, you know, Google is worth a lot more than what I got to share, but definitely check out the links in the description below. And with that being said, guys, I need you guys to watch this next video right over here, and I'll see you guys on that next video. Take care.